Salutem! From the fjords of Norway to the sun-drenched beaches of Greece, from the bustling markets of Paris to the ancient ruins of Rome, we are a tapestry of cultures, languages, and histories, undeniably vibrant and rich. But lately, haven't you felt a tremor? A sense of unease? A feeling that our once great continent of Europe is adrift? We face unprecedented challenges, economic instability, geopolitical shifts, internal divisions, and an ever-present struggle to define our identity in a rapidly changing world. We're forgetting who we are. We squabble amongst ourselves, building walls where once there were bridges, forgetting the very essence of what made Europe for centuries, millennia, the cradle of civilization, innovation, and power. And that, my friends, brings me to a bold, perhaps even audacious proposition. A vision not of conquest, but of unity. A call to awaken the sleeping giant within us. It's time to resurrect the spirit, the ambition, and the unifying force of the Roman Empire. Now, before you scoff and dismiss this as a historical fantasy, hear me out. I'm not talking about legionaries and emperors and togas. I'm talking about extracting the core principles that allowed Rome to flourish for over 1,000 years and adapt them to our modern context. What were those principles? Well, unity of purpose, a shared legal framework, infrastructure that connected disparate regions, a common identity forged through shared values, and a commitment to stability and prosperity. Imagine a united Europe, not just an economic bloc, but a true political and cultural union inspired by the best of Rome. Let's be honest, our cultures, our identities, our ideas, all stem from Greco-Roman thought and Greco-Roman sources. Let's become a continent where our combined economic might creates an unshakable global powerhouse, where our collective scientific and technological prowess propels humanity forward at an unprecedented pace, where a unified defense ensures our security and projects stability across the globe. But we can only do this by looking back. We have to look back at Pax Romana. Think of the cultural renaissance. Instead of fragmented national identities, we could foster a grander European identity, celebrating our diversity while sharing a common vision, a modern Pax Romana, not enforced by legions, but by shared values of democracy, human rights, and mutual respect, but also Roman strength, Roman nobility, Roman power, and Roman systems of hierarchy. The challenges facing Europe today are too great for any single nation to tackle alone. We need a bigger vision, a unifying narrative that transcends borders and inspires a new generation. We need to remember the lessons of history, not to repeat mistakes, but to harness the wisdom and spirit of Rome. And I'm not talking about the European Union. I'm not talking about what we have now. That's all false and fake. I'm talking about a real strength and an idea of a shared destiny, a Greco-Roman world, a Europe united by its principles and history. It's been merely sleeping for hundreds of years, waiting to be reawakened. Let us dare to dream of a Europe reborn, a continent standing tall and proud, a beacon of hope and prosperity for the world, once again like we used to. Let us resurrect the spirit of Rome, not as an empire of just conquest, but as a union of purpose for the future of Europe, but also the future of our generations that come after us. I think it's more than just ambition. I think it's a necessity.